If we want to find the slope of a line that passes through the points -5, 1 and 6, 3, we can do that by finding the change in y over the change in x, and that means the difference in the values of the y values and the x values. So you can find that by doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 just means the second y value, and y1 just means the first y value. So this is x1 and this is y1, the first x value and the first y value. This is x2 and this is y2, the second x value and the second y value. So the slope, which we also call lowercase m, is going to be 3 minus 1 over 6 minus -5. 3 minus 1 is 2, and 6 minus -5, remember that when you subtract a negative, you're really adding, so the slope is 2/11. And let's look at that on a graph and see if that makes sense. If you were to graph the points -5, 1 and 6, 3, and draw a line through those points, you can tell that that's a positive slope, and we got a positive slope for our answer. And let's think about the rise over run. If we counted up 2 units and went right 11 units, would that get us to another point on the line? So if you go up 2 units, remember the y values are what determine up and down. So if you go up 2 units, you're at a y value of 3. And if you go right 11 units, that puts you at an x value of 6. So going up 2 and over 11 does get you to 6, 3. Remember that slope is rise over run. So a slope of 2/11 means from one point to another, you should be able to go up 2 units and right 11 units and get to another point on the line. To find the slope of a line that passes through -12, -2, and 8, -7, we'll use the same formula that we used before, which is the change in y over the change in x, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So remember that this is x1 and this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So to find the slope, and we use a lowercase m to find the slope, that will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's -7 plus 2 over 8 plus 12, because the minus negative becomes a plus. So that's -5 over 20. Always reduce to lowest terms if you have a fraction. That means our slope is -1/4. Looking at the graph of the line that goes through -12, -2, and 8, -7, you can see that does have a negative slope. And remembering that slope is rise over run. Now remember, you're done. You found the answer that you're looking for. I just kind of want to show you graphically so that you can have a picture in your mind of what this looks like. Think about rise over run. How far down do we have to go to get from -2 to -7? We had to go down 5 units, right? So the rise is -5. Down means negative. And then how far to the right do we have to go to get from negative 12 to 8. To get from negative 12 all the way to 8, we had to go right 20 units. So our slope is negative 1/4, rise over run. But this is all you really need to do. I just wanted to show you graphically what that looks like.